Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the ASMR rain version of a video. I don't know if you'll be able to hear. You'll probably be able to hear the rain. I'm currently in my car and it's raining today. And so if that happens, that's what that is. I just thought I'd say that up front. CDS commented on one of my things to ask me about the changes to all of the different heroes, knowing that it's not Zeus, Fortuna, Necro, Mermaid, Gadget, Mari, Bestie. Like they decided to change some of the original heroes. And I love that I correctly predicted that they love tiles and that they're going to give tiles to everything, except for the one that I set it on, which I believe I set it on Trickster. I thought that they were going to give Trickster tiles and like something on, a Trickster tile gives mana like a vampire. But they gave tiles to like everything else. And I think that's really funny and that I predicted that they would do that. So if you don't want to listen to the rest of my video, this is my quick thoughts. It's just that right there. It's that bit. And then I'll just expand on that a little bit when I go into this. So Snowflake, they added a bunch of damage-based things. And the thing that I took away from this, the Cold Welcome ability, freezing enemy units with a certain chance when they appear, that has been removed. And instead, special tiles appear on the field when merging or increasing the rank in them. A random enemy unit is frozen. So you will get a Snowflake tile, and if you happen to merge onto that, you get to freeze a unit, and it acts kind of like a cold mage, but only on the tiles. And so essentially, now that it's not a passive ability where, just a percentage chance of whenever a unit comes onto their field, they get frozen. Now that you have to activate it, it's much worse, obviously. It could be much better because you could do it all at the same time, I suppose. But I do think that this is a nerf. It feels very much like a nerf. I don't like having to activate. I think that activated abilities are just much worse than just passive abilities. Things that just happen because. And so I think that they are actively continuing to try to nerf Toxic. When you had the ability to see that a bunch of their units got frozen when they tried to summon in, then you could auto freeze them, then you could send shamans, you could do all of that, and all it cost you was the press of a button at a specific time. This, you have to time, and you have to merge, and then activate, and then shaman, and then you have to merge more. It's very counterproductive. And then they increase damage abilities, but that's, again, that's me saying that they are actively trying to nerf Toxic in favor of damage that will not be better damage than other things. They're changing Robot, I believe, probably to be a strictly damage-based unit. And I think that that's what they're actively just trying to do. They're just trying to make it a purely damage-based game. Flicker is the thing that I'm the most excited for. I think that this is going to be an actual thing that could be in Blooming Dash Blade Dancer. I'm very excited to try it out. I don't have a leveled up Flicker. It is my least leveled up thing. I think it's like a 35 out of 100. But there are a couple of things that they changed that are big changes that I thought should be changes from the get-go. Flicker has never had a deck for it. It's never had a home. And so I think that this will push it into maybe theoretically being a different version of a gunslinger. So first off, in the Hungry Friend ability rework, buffing adjacent units, that's been changed. Instead, it creates tiles whenever it eats a unit. It gets 5 tiles, or it has a maximum of 5 tiles on the board. And then when you eat another unit after that, so it creates a tile wherever it is on the field, and then you eat a unit, it'll create a tile on that space. When you get to 5, if you decide to eat another unit, it'll replace a tile, probably the first one. It probably has memory. It'll replace the first one and then create a new tile wherever your Flicker is. But more importantly, 2 changes. Movement is available with any unit on the field. The dragon also falls asleep after moving. That's fine. It moving to any space changes this unit completely. It was super dumb when it was just one unit, one square away. It was really dumb. And there was no way to like save units. And with this, you can now do the thing that I've always wanted to do, which is if you're about to get warlocked, you can move the flicker to that spot, save your unit, and your flicker will get warlocked. And no, it won't die. You just get to protect units like that. And then the sleep duration reduced from 6 seconds to 3 seconds. 3 seconds is huge. Now, if you're going to compare this to Gunslinger or Portal Keeper, the difference is a Gunslinger has a 5-second cooldown. Now, it should be noted that a Gunslinger can move twice and then have that cooldown. So it's technically moving quicker. But the 3 seconds, a Gunslinger, the cooldown is 5 seconds and this is 3. So even though you won't be able to double move, a 3-second cooldown is not to be like laughed at. Like a 3-second cooldown is very quick. And then it has everything else. The heat up ability is also much better. The invigorating belch is also better. It works on all units on the field. And so it used to be when you eat a unit, it like spits out into its radius, like a damage boost. And now it's literally every unit on your field. So if you're using this as opposed to a gadget for your Blooming Dash Blade Dancer deck, you're now giving a buff to all of your units. And you're also getting a crit chance bonus as well. So not only are you giving just a full field attack buff, you're also getting a crit chance buff. And then the buff duration being 15 seconds, that's almost half a death wave. That is half a death wave. It's every 30 seconds. That's half a death wave. And then you can reactivate it again. It's crazy. It's really good. And then the heat up ability, the trap increases critical damage to monsters on it. So again, that stacks on top of a knight statue. And eating a unit may increase the merge rank of a random unit 16.5%. 16.5% doesn't seem like a lot, but the fact that they're giving it that eating a unit will just randomly increase the merge rank of any unit is pretty good. I think that this will matter more often than you'd think. I think that if you're using Scrapper and your Scrapper gets upgraded, that's kind of annoying. But I mean, like, just the fact that it even has a level up ability, I think this is going to be as strong as it should have been originally. And I love that they're changing it. Elementalist, I don't know how to feel about Elementalist. There's all this stuff. They're basically reworking the entire thing. So it's going to feel like a completely changed unit yet again. So like a completely third changed unit. It also has tiles now. I feel like I'm just going to have to try this out and see what it is. Because I don't even understand what's happening here. There's too many things that are happening. Trickster, it's not a big thing. It triggers when a mini boss appears. Costly Prank is the thing that throws a mana flask every time you get 1,000 mana, and it slows monsters in that field. And if they're in that field, you get extra mana, and then it does some amount of damage. This will now just passively trigger when a mini boss appears, which is good. Trickster was already good to begin with. Because of the Scrapper nerf, and you needing to summon in one extra unit every time you want a Scrapper, you're using up mana much quicker. And people are running Trickster and Mana Robes together, and that is kind of a meta. It's kind of a new thing that people are doing, in the same way that when people were running Mage Robes all the time and you were just denied so much mana. Now it feels like you're denied so much mana because you're also using so much more mana to Scrapper your field. So I don't think they needed to do a lot with it, and this is something. It's something. It's not nothing. I'm excited to see Elementalist. I'm obviously the most excited to see Flicker. And in terms of Snowflake, I want to see if like it still works as a toxic in toxic decks, in like budget toxic decks where you don't have Necromancer. I think it's just a bad damage based hero. I don't like it. I don't know. I guess we'll see. I'll catch you guys next video.